Welcome to another episode of Soccer Sermon. My name is Oke, and in this episode, I'm going to be bringing you a preview of the matches that will be happening this weekend. We'll also be doing a review of the matches that went down during the week, and also bring you transfer news from Arsenal, who are reportedly close to signing a striker. Starting with the English Premier League, Manchester United almost lost at home to Southampton. They trailed in that match to Southampton till the 82nd minute when Amad Diallo decided to step up, scoring an hat-trick that gave them a 3-1 win over Southampton. It was a very disappointing watch for the Manchester United fans as they watched their team being outplayed at home by the bottom club in the Premier League. And thankfully, Amad stepped up to give them a 3-1 win in that match. Arsenal also labored to defeat Tottenham Hotspur 2-1 at the Emirates Stadium. It was a labored win for them as far as I'm concerned, and expectedly so, given that they had lost two cup matches to Newcastle United and Manchester United. So seeing them win 2-1 at the Emirates was a sort of a relief for the fans. And it was also a North London derby, which they don't take lightly in that part of the world. So it was a good win for Arsenal, though labored, creating so many chances and yet, again, unable to stick those chances in the back of the net. So it must have been a good news with the rumor spreading that they are close to securing the services of a striker, which we'll be discussing in a few minutes. Let me know what your thoughts is in those matches. Manchester United versus Southampton, if you think it was a great performance from Manchester United to come back to win in that match, or it was just a stroke of luck, especially with the first goal and the last goal that Amad scored. Also, let me know what you feel about the match between Tottenham Hotspur and Arsenal. And then going on with the remaining matches that went down during the week in the English Premier League, Manchester City lost a 2-goal lead to Brentford, drawing 2-2 at the GTEC Stadium. That's where the Brentford Stadium. It was almost also a defeat for Chelsea at home to Bournemouth, where they trailed 2-1 till the dying minute until Reece James stepped up to score a free kick to give them a 2-2 draw at home to Bournemouth. Liverpool also drew away at Nottingham Forest 1-1. They came from behind in that game to draw 1-1. Do you think there's an implication to that draw? Liverpool dropping points, Manchester City dropping points, Chelsea dropping points with Arsenal picking points, Nottingham Forest also dropping points. Do you think there will be an implication to that on the English Premier League table, which is currently being led by Liverpool, 4 points ahead of Arsenal, though with a game in hand? Let me know what your thoughts is about those matches that went down during the week in the English Premier League. And then we go on to the matches that will be going down this weekend in the English Premier League. We have a couple of tough matches in quotes. Newcastle United will be at home to Bournemouth, which is one of those tough matches, and this will be happening on Saturday. Brentford would be at home to Liverpool, another tough one for Liverpool, if I may say. We also have Leicester City hosting Fulham. West Ham United will be hosting Crystal Palace. Arsenal will be welcoming Aston Villa to the Emirates. Then on Sunday, we have Everton hosting Tottenham Hotspur. At the Old Trafford, Manchester United will welcome Brighton, and then Nottingham Forest will be hosting Southampton, with Manchester City visiting Ipswich Town. Then on Monday, we have Chelsea at home to Wolves. Let me know what your thoughts are on these matches, especially the tough ones: Brentford, Liverpool, Arsenal, Aston Villa, and then Chelsea Wolves too may be a banana skin, even though Wolves haven't been at it in the Premier League this season, but they are not a walkover. We also have Manchester United versus Brighton. Do you think Manchester United's winning run will continue, or do you think they are going to be found out against Brighton, which is a far better side than Southampton, which almost ran Manchester United ragged at the Old Trafford? Let me know in the comment section what you think would be the result of these matches. And then we move on to Spain, where in the Super Cup, Barcelona defeated Real Madrid 5-2 to lift the Super Cup. Many would have thought that Real Madrid would take that opportunity to revenge their earlier loss to Barcelona, but it wasn't to be. Barcelona is proving to have the number of Real Madrid, beating them 5-2. And then in the league in Spain, Atletico Madrid took the opportunity to defeating Osasuna 1-0 to climb the top of the table, toppling Real Madrid. And it's also going to be a busy weekend in the La Liga this weekend, as we have Girona at home to Sevilla. Leganes would be at home to Atletico Madrid, which I feel is going to be a win for Atletico Madrid, who currently top the league table in Spain at the moment. They are 1 point ahead of Real Madrid, and I think they are about 6 points above Barcelona, who sits in third. Real Betis will be hosting Alaves, and Barcelona will be traveling to Getafe for their own match. Then we have Real Madrid at home to Las Palmas. These three clubs that the top three will be playing against seats, I think 14, 15, 16 on the table, the bottom of the table. Las Palmas, Getafe, and Leganes. And so I expect those three clubs to still maintain their points at the top of the table, winning in their matches this weekend. But let me know if you feel otherwise. If you think many of them will stumble in these matches, let me know in the comments section. Other matches that will be happening in the Spanish La Liga include Mallorca versus Real Betis, and also Valencia versus Real Sociedad. And then moving on to the Bundesliga, where Bayern Munich maintained their 4-point gap at the top of the table over Bayer Leverkusen by defeating Hoffenheim 5-0. And in this weekend matches in the Bundesliga, we have Frankfurt hosting Borussia Dortmund. Frankfurt is third on the table, and they will be facing Borussia Dortmund, who haven't been good this season. I think they sit 10th on the Bundesliga table. And Stuttgart will be at home to Freiburg. We have Bochum hosting RB Leipzig. Kiel will be at home to Hoffenheim. Bayern Munich will be at home to Wolfsburg, and Bayer Leverkusen will be at home to Borussia Mönchengladbach. Again, in this week, I don't see the table changing, as I expect the top two teams, Bayern Munich and Bayer Leverkusen, to win their matches to remain as they are on the table. Frankfurt and Borussia Dortmund would be a tricky one, but I still expect Frankfurt, given their current form, to edge it over Borussia Dortmund. And then to Italy, where the league table is also as thirsty as it is in Spain, even more thirsty than it is in Spain, with Napoli, Inter Milan, and Atalanta at the top of the table, with just about 4 points separating them. It's this weekend, Roma versus Genoa. Bologna will be playing Monza. We have Juventus at home to AC Milan. This used to be a big clash, but now it's becoming a mid-table match. Juventus versus AC Milan. Then the big one coming from Italy this weekend will be Atalanta versus Napoli. That is third versus first. And you know, Atalanta is the club where Ademola Lookman plays for. Let me know what your thoughts are concerning these matches that are going to be happening in the Italian Serie A this weekend. Inter Milan will be at home to Empoli. I expect them to win that one. So it will be a battle between Atalanta and Napoli to see who would be staying in touch with Inter Milan with the results that will come from that match. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section on these matches that are going to be happening in this Italian Serie A. And then finally, let's look at Ligue 1, which currently have Paris Saint-Germain as the runaway leader in that league. I don't see a comeback from Olympique Marseille, who is second, who I think they are about 6 or 8 points behind them. 6, 7 or 8 points behind Paris Saint-Germain. So I don't really see them usurping Paris Saint-Germain in that league table in France. And the games that are going to be happening this weekend in France, Lens will be playing Paris Saint-Germain. Lille will be at home to Nice. Reims will be playing Brest. Lyon will be playing Toulouse. Saint Etienne will be at home to Nantes. Angers will be at home to Auxerre. Marseille will be at home to Strasbourg. Again, I don't see any change happening between those top two in the French Ligue 1 this weekend. Paris Saint-Germain should comfortably beat Lens, and Marseille at home shouldn't be struggling against Strasbourg. But then it is football, anything can happen. Let me know what you think about these matches that are going to be coming up also in the French Ligue 1. And then going to the transfer news of Arsenal, who are reportedly close to securing the services of RB Leipzig striker Benjamin Sesko. Sesko has been in the conversation for Arsenal in recent times, even though I don't think he's their first choice option, but at the moment is their most realistic. And given also that he's a very tall player, I think he sits at 6 foot 4 inches. It will be an asset to what they currently do, using set pieces as their weapon this season. Let me know what you think about this move by Arsenal going for Sesko. Do you think it's the right move for them to make at this time, or do they wait to get a better striker in the likes of Alexander Isak or even a Victor Gyökeres in the summer? For me, I think this will be something that they need. It's something they need at this time, considering that Jesus is out injured, Saka has been injured, and nobody knows when these players will be back. Jesus is out of the season, definitely. Nobody can really tell when Saka will be back, and if he even comes back, will he come back in good form like he was before he got injured? So going to get a player like Sesko wouldn't be a bad option at the moment. And looking at his goal contribution in his club, this is a player who doesn't get much chances, but then he converts as much as he gets. He's not too prolific, but not too bad as well. Not as prolific as the Isaks or the Gyökeres, but then is also not a bad option to have up front. And I think Arsenal can do with getting him this January. Let me know what you think about that move by Arsenal. If it's a good one or if it's a no-no for you, let me know. And also in the current comment section, let me know if there's any other striker you think would be available and would be a good option for Arsenal at this point in time. And that is where we draw it to an end in this episode. I want to say big thank you to you for staying with me to the end of this video. And as always, thank you very much and God bless.